Welcome back to Beyond Tarot. I'm going to do an all signs today. Just a quick check in. It's not going to be that long. It's going to be a very, very short reading, just to check in with all signs to see what's going on with everybody. All right, so let's do a quick shuffle. One, two, three. Just keep in mind that the Mercury retrograde is coming up, and also, if you looked at my first video, there really isn't any reason to be worried about it because if you follow the steps, Mercury retrograde really isn't going to affect you. It may affect people around you, but it's not going to affect you. You may see other people be affected. Okay, so first one out is for Aries. What do Aries need to know? Queen of Wands, either you're cutting communication with somebody or somebody's cutting communication with you. Take it how it resonates. I really feel that this is you're cutting out communication with somebody else. Um, Taurus, what do you need to know? The lovers, you're probably going through a relationship right now, and everything is good between you and your partner, you and your spouse, you and your significant other, you and the person that you're currently with at this time. So this looks like a really good card. Also, just keep in mind when the Mercury retrograde is going on, you have two different signs that I explained in previous video yesterday. Is the people who are doing the work and people who are not doing the work. All right, and I kind of touched on that yesterday. Okay, so just keep that in mind. People who are doing the work and people who are not doing the work. Right now, those of you who are doing the work, Mercury retrograde is coming up. Keep doing what you're doing so there's no miscommunication between you and your partner. Geminis, we got an ending going on with a death card here. I would say stick to that death. Whatever decision was made, stick to it. As you know, the Mercury retrograde is coming back and we're bring up old situations. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, like I explained before. It may be kind of repetitive over and over again, but it's not to go backwards, it's to move forward. Cancer, we have the Tower card for you. Whatever's going on between you and your other, whatever's going on in your life right now, you have the Tower card. It may seem like a difficult time. However, you have the opportunity to change circumstances. Okay. Um, we each have the power to change what's going on around us through our karma. Um, we may not be able to change others' karma, but we can fix our own. Okay, so the Tower moment, we can avoid things like this. Okay. Leo, we have the Hangman. Someone needs to make a decision, whether it's you or someone needs to make a decision about you. Of course, take some time to think about it before you move forward and make that decision. Mercury retrograde is coming back up, and we change thinking and decisions. Stick to what it is. Look at all the facts, and then make your final decision. Virgo, we have the Four of Pentacles. All right, money may be scarce at this time. Go back to the first video, and I mentioned about that. This is about protection, right? Protection of your assets, protection of your mind, your body, and your soul. It seems like I want to say go back to the basics, go back to the beginning, go back to where you started. Okay, go back to remembering those things that you learned and utilizing the things that we learned. So basically, repetitive messages, repetitive. It's always going to be the same because everything runs in cycles. So, protecting your mind, protecting your heart, protecting your body, protecting your assets. Okay. Next card up we have is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles for Libra. So for your finances look good right now. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're up. You're up in the Tower deck right now. King, you made it to the King of Pentacles. Try not to get knocked back down, Libra. Your finances look good right now. Everything looks good, great for you at this time. I don't think you'll have a. I don't think you're gonna have a hard time. For some reason, I'm getting that I don't think you're gonna have a hard time, Libra, with a Mercury retrograde. So I think you're gonna be great. Scorpio, we have the Five of Wands. Especially with the miscommunication and fighting an argument. People could be doing that to you. You could be doing it to someone else. So it's a combination. Okay, so I would be mindful of the things that you say. Sometimes it's best to just stay quiet and let people say what they want to say. And just be the bigger person, because at the end of the day, it's them. When two people are arguing, sometimes it's best to just keep quiet, even though you may be right. At the end of the day, you're gonna have the last laugh. Okay, so sometimes we just need to shut up and be quiet, and let the karma build up and roll into one snowball. Okay. Sagittarius, we have strength, and keep maintaining that strength. You moved up the tarot, and here we are. You're moving up. You're in the 8 of strength. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing and maintain what you're doing to stay in this energy, especially in this time of Mercury retrograde coming around. Continue to do what you're doing, maintain what you're doing. Sometimes people's energy can affect you. It can affect a lot of sensitive people. So just be mindful to stay mind, body, and spirit strong. Okay, Capricorn, we have the High Priestess. This is a great time for you right now, especially what that card is telling me is to get into your mystical side, into your spiritual side. Because something is coming, like it may very well be the Mercury retrograde that's coming up, and the High Priestess card is telling you to get busy, get working on your spiritual side, to protect yourself, to get back into, maybe go back to the first video, look into cleansing yourself. Okay, and that's what I'm getting for you, cleansing yourself, maintaining that high vibration. Aquarius, we have Justice coming up. You just very well may get your justice during the Mercury retrograde, okay? So justice is coming up for you. Whether that be somebody taking justice against you or you're taking justice against somebody else, it can work. It can always work either way. These cards are not just meant for you specifically, right? It doesn't mean, hey, I'm getting justice. It could be somebody getting justice against me, right? So always look at that card in that sense. That there's always two sides to the coins. Are you getting your justice? Or somebody getting justice against you? Okay, so think about that. Right? Go back to high vibe, cleansing your energy. And the last card of the deck, the last sign of the deck, Pisces, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. The next is going to be the Knight. So maybe you're speaking to somebody, you want to speak to somebody. Maybe you have a suitor, maybe somebody's suiting you. I would say hold off and wait until the end of Mercury retrograde. Or if you're already high vibing, maintain it. Move forward with that communication, but also be mindful that the other person that you have in communication with may be affected by the Mercury retrograde because they're not on the same level that you are. Okay? They could take things the wrong way. You always need to be mindful of yourself and people who are not on your level. If you're doing the work and you go to have interactions with people who are not on the same level, you're going to see a different outcome every single time. They're not going to have the same mentality, and they're not going to be on the same vibe as you. So this is why it could always work out two ways. Okay, so look at the Page of Wands, right? Look at all of the cards for each signs. Pisces, This could be you looking into somebody, right? You may find somebody attractive and you want to move forward with that person, but they're not at that mindset that you are, right? And then we could reverse it. They could be in that energy coming towards you, and you may not be in that mindset. It goes both ways, right? So always be mindful that the people that you're engaging with are high vibing or at the same vibe. If you want to be in a low vibe, that's totally fine. You could low vibe with somebody who else is low vibing. That's your business. That's your decision. But just be mindful of how communication can be during the Mercury retrograde, okay? And I'm actually going to pull one more card. I'm going to do a quick shuffle. And I'm going to pull one more card just to get an overall energy for all signs, okay? So Tarot, please tell me, give me one card for all signs. Tarot, give me one card for all signs, all of the signs. Tarot, give me one card for all signs, please. All right. The Three of Pentacles for all signs. And this makes perfect sense. So, what I'm getting from the Three of Pentacles is advice. And not just advice, research. We have two people inquiring, right? And to me, I take that as research, doing my research, right? Don't just jump into things. I'm getting, do your research, do your homework before going out there and just investing and jumping into things. That's what I want to say for all signs. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is saying for all signs. It could be because of the Mercury retrograde. It could just be in general this week. Today's message. Do your research before you jump into things. I'm going to give you a perfect example. The other day I went to make a purchase and and I paid for an item, and this person thought I was, just, I want to say ignorant, that I didn't, like they tried to cheat me in some kind of way. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm checking my money and I didn't get back the right change. And I was like, no, you owe me some money here. And basically it was really 50 cents, 2 quarters, right? But I needed my money. I spoke up and advocated for myself, and I was like, hey, you didn't give me back my money. And I was like, yo, I noticed it. And I spoke up for myself. I paid attention to what was going on around me, right? So, paying attention, doing your research, look at things. Don't just pay for things without, questioning. Don't just say, yes, here's my money, here's my debit card, and pay for things without looking at the fine print or looking at people who may try to cheat you. Okay? So, that's it. That's what we have for all signs. This is Beyond Tarot. Have a good day.